So, what's up guys, it's Pablo here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the core satellite strategy, which is basically an investing strategy that consists in dividing your portfolio into two parts. One is called the core and is the biggest one, and the other one is the satellite. Before we start with the video, I want to say that this concept is nothing new. It has actually been invented or used for the first time in the USA around the 70s. And I think that it's really a good strategy for beginners, but also for advanced people. And it's the strategy that I personally like and personally use. So I would like to show you guys in what this strategy consists. Okay, let's start with the core part of our portfolio, which is the biggest one. And it is so simple that looks stupid, but it actually works really well. And is to pick a passive ETF that build the core. There are two big options, or the two main options in what's the ETF that you're going to use, and you can choose between an ETF that tracks the MSCI world, so developed markets, or an ETF that is even more diversified, which is an ETF that tracks the FTSE all world, which has developed market and emerging markets too. What are the benefits in having a passive ETFs in our portfolio? Well, it actually seeks market returns. So in the past 15 years, the markets has always grown, giving us around a 7% return. It has low cost because it's just one ETF and we don't have crazy fees in our broker. We just have to invest in one simple ETF. As we said, it is really diversified, so we bring the risk down at maximum. And yeah, it is more consistent and it has more predictable returns than a single stock, a single commodity, and other things. What is really important is that this should be a long-term investment. So we can't put $1,000 in an MSCI world and expect that in a year it's gonna do a 3x. No, the point of a passive investment is that we keep investing, our portfolio keep growing with the compound interest. And that's something that I wanted also to tell you. Once you have chosen your ETF, pick an accumulating one. Don't pick an ETF with a distribution, because it's going to kill your portfolio, your dividends income. Okay, let's pass to the satellite component. So we said that we have our major, biggest core component, which is made by just one ETF that tracks the MSCI World Index or the FTSE All World. And yes, let's talk about the satellite component. The goal of this component is to pick higher risk, but it's also to seek to outperform the market, so to beat actually the global index. And you can choose between thematic or sector ETFs, like, I don't know, an AI ETF, a technological one, and everything you like. Individual stocks, commodities, and all the kind of investment that it's going to be more an active one. So you pick a stock or something, and in the medium short term, you're gonna do a profit and you're gonna take that liquidity back. Let's talk about something really, really important. What should be the right allocation in your strategy? So what's the percentage of the core and what's the percentage of the satellite that you should have in your portfolio? I personally think that the allocation should be based on your experience in the market. Guys, we are not day trading, we are not doing gambling here. Be conscious of your capacity, be conscious of what you can do, and watching a video on YouTube, it's not enough to pick a stock and think that it's going to grow, because this is gonna kill you in the long run. What we're trying to do here is build a solid portfolio that is going to preserve your capital and it's gonna make it work for you in the long run. As it says right here, if you are a beginner, so you have zero experience in the market or it's your first year, Well, I do recommend having 100% in the core and spend your time try to understand the market, try to understand what cycles are, what are the major macroeconomics indicator, and all that kind of things. You have no time to waste in trying to pick the right stock that is going to skyrocket in the next years. So try to focus on learning instead of wasting your money. Then once you have a little bit more experience, so between 1 and 3 years, you can start to actually build up your satellite component. So you can start to pick, I don't know, a thematic ETF or single stocks, something that you have spent the time analyzing, and nothing something that so casually you decide to pick just to gamble. Once you understand the market really well and you have a lot of experience in the market, so you've seen recession, you have seen crashes in the market, then I think it's time to increase a little bit your satellite allocation for a maximum I recommend of 70%, because remember guys, that's a long-term strategy. It doesn't have to give you too much of a headache. So let's keep things simple. And also, if you have 3 or more years of experience in the market, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put 30% in the satellite. You can also keep a core of 90%, 80%. It's good. Before we end with the video, I want to give you guys a couple advices of what I think are the best ETF that tracks the index that we talked about before. The first one is this one, so the iShares Core MSCI World, which tracks the MSCI World Index, so only the developed markets. You can see here that has a TER pretty low. It's at accumulation. It has full physical replication, so it's good, and has an important fund size. And something that I also really look for in an ETF is the date. This ETF has been out there for a pretty long time, and it's pretty good. For the other index, so the FTSE All World that tracks developed markets and emerging markets, we have the Vanguard FTSE All World. It's the one that I personally invest to for my core. It has a TER which is pretty low, accumulation, physical replication are important, a fund size that is not as big as the other one, but it is still a decent fund size, and it has been launched in 2019, so it's not that old as the iShares one, but it's good anyway. Okay guys, for today's video it's all. I hope it has been useful, and please let me know in the comment what strategy do you use, what do you think is the best one for you. And nothing, that was it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.